Spirittea is the hottest new Stardew-like life sim and creature collector, but it can be a bit tricky for beginners. So I'm going to share 7 Spirittea tips I wish I knew before playing. Number 1 is cleaning the bathhouse. Once you unlock the bathhouse, you'll notice it's covered in splotchy gray pixels. I thought this was a vintage patina designed to add character to this ancient building, but it turns out you're supposed to clean it, and the game doesn't tell you how to do this. If you go into your kitchen and washroom in the bathhouse, you'll see a floor broom and a ceiling broom leaning against the wall. These are your cleaning tools. You can use these brooms to clean the dust off of the floor and the cobwebs off of the ceiling. I decided to take a bit of time over 2 days and cleaned the bathhouse top to bottom so I didn't have to fuss with it later when my bathhouse was busier. Plus, it just bothered me running a filthy bathhouse. Number 2 are your stamina and exhaustion. Stamina is represented by the bar of food below the time. Stamina is pretty hardy throughout your daily activities, but when you become exhausted, your stamina bar drops continuously, and things like running, digging, fishing, etc. use double the stamina during this time. So how do you combat exhaustion? Sleep. When you go to your bed, you can slide the bar to select how long you want to sleep. 7 or more hours is equivalent to 16 hours before you'll become exhausted. 5 to 6 hours of sleep gives you 10 hours before exhaustion, and anything less than 5 hours does nothing to buff the time before you'll become exhausted. It's a tad confusing, but I just aim for 7 or more hours of sleep if I can, so I can work as long as possible the next day. Number 3, visit Song's store daily. This is the one directly east of your house. The stock changes daily. Many of these items you'll need for completing the spirit shrines or quests. And there are also extra towels for sale that you will definitely want to get for your bathhouse. And you'll need some recipes too. If I can afford it, I always buy all of the recipes because they're pretty cheap, around 50 moologs each. And the one time I needed one for a spirit, of course, I didn't have it. Number 4 is your bulletin board and your notebook. If you see a bird on the top of the bulletin board, just like in Animal Crossing, there's probably a new message, and all of these notes are clues as to new spirits that you will need to find. If you're stumped, it often helps to go and talk with that villager and also cross-reference that villager in your notebook, as you may already have learned some clues to help you locate the spirit that is annoying that particular villager. Number 5, hang out with a friend. If you want people available to help you in the bathhouse, and trust me, you do, you'll need to max out your friendship with them. If you look in your pamphlet, there are 3 hearts available for each villager, and that's how many hearts you'll have to earn before they'll volunteer their assistance at the bathhouse. Simply talking to them daily will take forever, so you need to invite them on playdates. I found that the easiest is inviting them fishing or bug catching. And with bug catching, I like to find fireflies at night because they're usually clustered and easy to catch. Or you can sometimes catch and release the same bug, such as butterflies. Each bug or fish caught equals increased friendship, and it actually levels up pretty quickly. After the recent update, karaoke is easier, so singing the first karaoke song on the solo playlist might be something to try. Also, note that each villager seems to only have 2 activities they enjoy doing with you, so you may have to shop around to find people who want to do the activities that you like best. Number 6, wood cutting. You have a finite number of logs that you can cut in the bathhouse daily before you'll have to sleep and allow the tree root to regrow. So, if you're not going to open the bathhouse on a particular day, try cutting wood that day, stashing it on the floor, and saving it for later. When the root stops growing, you can also run home for a nap for like an hour and then return and cut some more wood that same day. And finally, just understand you are going to be confused. Spirit Tea is definitely a bit of an enigma sometimes. The game doesn't hold your hand and often leaves you stumped. When there are tutorials, they're often very quick and they don't repeat, so expect that you'll likely have to engage in a lot of trial and error as you progress, or just Google it. There's no shame in that. There are a couple resources I have found invaluable to my journey in Spirit Tea, and I will put the links in the description below. If you found this Spirit Tea tips video helpful, please be kind and drop me a like and a comment down below. And I thank you for watching.